Hi everyone, welcome back to my Airtable tutorial series. A lot of people ask me how to connect Airtable to ChatGPT. So in today's video, I will cover three different methods: the no-code solution, the third-party solution, and the custom script solutions. I will compare the pricing of those as well. I will make this video very quick, so hopefully you will watch till the end of the videos. I make this table compare three different solutions in these videos. Data Fletcher is no-code solution, Zapier for automation apps, or custom script. The no-code solution will best for beginner, the Zapier or Make will suit for automations. And with the scripting, you can custom to match what you need. The price of three solutions is different. The cheapest one is custom scripting. You will pay as you go. You only need OpenAI API keys and charge some fees per token. You can read the pros and cons. The no-code solution is very easy to set up, but it's very limited features and has some cost for you to pay. The Zapier or Make is very flexible for you to make some automation tasks, but it can be very expensive. I think the most powerful way is custom script. It's very powerful, it's cheap, but it requires some coding skill. Now I will go to each solution step by step. I have an example Airtable projects, Trump tariffs. You can see here a country, China, European, Vietnam, and Taiwan, the charge to USA by percent, the USA tariff by percent, and the prompt. You can read my prompt here. It's similar like Microsoft Excel. Create a small social media post about the country, charge to USA, so we charge them USA tariffs. Only give me block, no explain or titles. So, this is a prompt I will test in this video. I will move my webcam a little bit. Okay, perfect. You can see the prompt here. Create a social media post about China, charge us 67%, and we will charge them 34%. Only give me blog post, no explain or titles. Similar to this one, European, Vietnam, or Taiwan. Okay guys, the first solution is Data Fletcher extension. In the left right corner, you click extension. Move my webcam a little bit. Add an extension. You search for Data Fletcher. Here we go. Add extension. Now, if you don't have an account, you need to create an account or continue with Google. Okay, after you finish, you click create your first request. Because we need ChatGPT, so we will click OpenAI. You need to have OpenAI API key. If you don't have OpenAI account, you need to create one. Now to find API key, you click settings, you click API keys, and you create new secret keys. Okay, now you have API key, you can copy it. And then you come back to Data Fletcher, API key, paste in here. The endpoint, you click this one, create chat message. Save and continue. Is a model, you can choose any model suitable for you. I will choose the default GPT 4.1 mini. The message is a prompt. You need to add a prompt in the table here, so you can do like me. The first prompt is you are professional blog writers. Remember this one based on what you need. This one is your example. And then you click insert reference. By this one, you can link the data in the table to ChatGPT prompt. You need to choose the table. For me, it's table 1, and then you choose a field. I will choose a prompt field, as I mentioned before. You can choose all the view, like the script field right here, or you select individual record. I will choose grid view. I choose that because I only have one view, but if you have more than one view, you can choose the specific one right here. And then you click confirm. Now you can see here, you are the professional blog writers and link to table 1 and prompt field. Now I click save. Okay, now you can see here, this is my prompt, a small social media post about China. This is my extension, Data Fletcher, request 1, model GPT-4 mini, and this is a prompt, you are professional blog writer, and link to the prompt right here. Now I will run it manually. Okay, now you need to mapping the field. It's to ask me to create a new field, but I already have the field, so I will choose existing field. I pick a field is the output. Okay, I will save. I run again. Okay, request run successfully. I can close this, and now you can check the output. It's very cool. Yeah, it's very cool now. It has some tag also, the trade fair, tariffs, global economy, similar to this one. Let me see, European. Yeah. Okay, that is the easiest solution you can use to connect ChatGPT to Airtable. But like I said before, you need to check the price here. It's not free, remember that. Okay, second solution is using custom script. This solution I use the most. I will use JavaScript to connect ChatGPT to Airtable. You go to extension, you add an extension, and you add the scripting over here. Add extension. Start from scratch. Okay, now you can delete all of this. If you know how to code in JavaScript, you can make a script by yourself by reading the documentation here or reading some example here. But if you don't know how to code, you can copy my code. I will leave that in the description. You copy this, you paste here. The things you need to do before running the code. First one, you need to paste your API key here. I will copy my API key that I created before. I paste it here. And then you need to check the ChatGPT model. I will use GPT 4.1 mini. Next, you need to check the table names. The table name is the names of the table that you will use to connect to ChatGPT. Is table 1 for now. You see here, table 1. Okay, for the rest of the code you do need to care about. Before running this code, you need to do one more thing. First is your prompt. In the column name of the prompt, you need to fill in like me. Next one is the output. If you use prompt 1 as an input, you need to fill in prompt 1 output like me. Or if you use prompt 2, prompt 3, you fill in the same prompt 2 output or prompt 3 output. This is very important because if you set up the column name not like me, the code can be returned some errors. Okay, after you make sure everything is correct, you run the code. When you run, it asks you to pick a record. If you pick the first record of the table, the script will automatically run from the first one to the end of the table. For now, I will pick the first one. It's China. Okay, you see here, all prompts have been processed. It returns some error here because my ChatGPT API don't have enough credit. But you can check the output here. Like this, ChatGPT give me return from the input prompt. Similar to European, Vietnam, and the Taiwan don't have because I don't have enough credit. But if you have credit in your ChatGPT account, the script should work normally. Okay, some reminder for you guys when you use the script. The first issue is this one. You don't have enough credit on your ChatGPT account. Solution here is easy. You add more credit to the ChatGPT account. Next issue, the code could return something like this. Cannot reach properties of undefined. When you have this problem, you need to check for me two things. The first thing, you need to make sure that your API key is correct. If your API key has some problems, you can delete your old API keys and generate a new one and paste it here. The second thing is you need to check the model of the ChatGPTs. You need to make sure that the model name is correct. If the model name not correct, it will return errors. This solution for me is very fast, very quick. Don't need to rely on any third-party apps or extension. But if you want to do some modification for the code, you need to know JavaScript. Okay guys, the last solution in this video is using third-party automation apps. Now I will use Zapier to connect ChatGPT to Airtable. I have this project from Zapier that I created before, but for easy for you guys to follow, I will start this one from scratch. First of all, you need to add a trigger from Airtable. I will choose Airtable right here, or you can search for Airtable right here. I previously connect my Zapier account to Airtable, but you don't connect it yet. You can choose to connect a new account and it will ask you to grant access. Zapier want to requesting some data from Airtables and you need to add all resource. You need to add the base is the one that you want to working with. I already have here, so I will choose the trigger event. For the trigger event, you choose new record. Okay, in the configure, you choose the base is jump tariff. For the table, you choose table 1. As you remember, my base is Chum Tariff and Table 1. And then the grid view also, so I will choose the views to grid view right here. Include attachment content. Normally, I will choose yes. Now you can test the trigger. Okay, that's successful. Now for the next action, you choose Airtable again. You choose the event is find record. This action allows you to search for some specific record on your table. If you have a page plan for Zapier, you will have this action like this. For this action, like the name, you can find many records on the table. But my account's not a paid plan, it's just a free plan, so I just stick with find record for now. In this tab, you choose a base. Again, you choose Chum Tariff, tables, table 1, search by field. This is important because my Zapier free account just can search a record one by one. So I will choose the country to search for. In the search value, I will choose China. So this means I will search for China in the country field. Okay, the search type is exact match or content. Normally, I will use content. Okay, that is all. Continue. Now you can test it. Okay, now we'll see Zapier found the records that we need. Field country, China, charge to USA, tariffs, and the field, this is important, is create a small social media post is our prompt. So for the next action, we will add ChatGPT. ChatGPT, OpenAI. Now in this one, you choose an event is conversation like this. Okay, for the account, like I said, I previously connect my account to Zapier. But for you guys, you need to connect a new account. You need to paste here API key from OpenAI. I will copy my API key and paste it here. And I continue to ChatGPT OpenAI. Okay, now in the configure tabs, in the model, you will choose the model you want to use. For now, I will choose GPT-4o Mini. It's based on what you want. The user message is the prompt that you will ask ChatGPT. So now we need to link our prompt value here from China record here. Now I will choose this one. The number 2 action, find record in Airtable. You click here and you will see the field prompt. I will choose the prompt right here. You can add your own instruction here if you want ChatGPT to make some more specific tasks. But for now, I will leave it there. And then to finish it, you click continue, and now you can click test. You see here, there's a data in. Our prompt in China record. This is data out. And you see in the output test, yeah, this is ChatGPT response. Okay, next action, you need to add Airtable again. And you need to choose an event is update a record. And then you need to continue. You choose the base again, you choose the table again, and now you need to choose a value. The value here is the China record that I searched before. So now I will choose the custom one. You click the number 2 action, find record, and then you need to choose an ID of the record. Okay, now basically it's done. You need to add the item you want to update. In my case, I want to copy the response from ChatGPT to my prompt 1 output right here. So in the prompt 1 output, I will mapping a field is conversation in ChatGPT, and then I will choose the one called output test right here. Now I continue, and now I will run the script. A record was sent to Airtable about 1 second. So now I will come back to my Airtable. You see here, it successfully transfers the response from ChatGPT to my Airtable base. You can see the response here. Okay, Zapier is very powerful tool that you can do a lot of kind of automations. My tutorials is very simple way for you to connect ChatGPT to Airtable base. But keep in mind that Zapier is not totally free. You just have 100 free tasks per month. If you need a higher amount than that, you need to switch to a paid plan from Zapier. Okay, that is all my videos. I show you 3 different solutions to connect ChatGPT to Airtable. Each solution has their own pros and cons, and you should pick the one that's suitable for you. If this video helpful, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, or drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.